Hello everybody, Senior Engineer, MBA, and Investor. And in today's video, I want to talk about the latest green price action for all companies, specifically for the biotech space, specifically for CRISPR companies. I want to talk about all of that with potentially a potential bull run starting today. I want to talk about all of that in this video. Now, before we do that, before we jump into today's video, you guys know exactly what I will ask you. Destroy that like button, smash it. It's free, it's quick, it's easy, really does help the channel. If you have not subscribed yet, please consider subscribing, hit that notification bell, and if you want to get a step further in this channel, you can always join the membership of this channel. Just underneath this video, there's a join button. It's up to you if you guys want to help out this channel. We don't have any courses, we don't have anything to sell, nothing to sell, no merch, nothing. I just want your attention, your likes, your share, your subscription. So thank you so much, guys, for the support. So today, I've been busy, just like most of you around these times that people are getting ready for the holidays, their day job, whether that's their day job or just their own businesses, things are picking up, your holidays, gifts, and so on. And I did notice the price action, right? I was looking at CRISPR Therapeutics up 10% today and TLA up 16%. Our G Fund as a whole has been up 7.68%, and VT 10.79%. And then you have the Palantir, which actually is a genomics company. Um, and then you have some of the other companies as well in the CRISPR space being up big today. And what does this mean, right? Well, a couple of notes here. First of all, we're still way down from the all-time highs. In fact, if you just extrapolate a month's graph here for CRISPR Therapeutics 6 months, clearly you can see from the summer it has been right declining. And this is stuff that we've talked about in the recent weeks. Nothing new here. Obviously, this is just a small bump here in the grand scheme of things. Could be just what we call a cat dead bounce. Cat bounce dead. I don't know what's the wording of that sentence, but anyways, you guys know what I'm talking about. Um, but that's what's going on in the markets right now. And clearly, there are some reasons why the markets have been down the past weeks. I mentioned in previous videos. To me, CRISPR companies, since their all-time highs earlier this year or even in summer for some companies, lots of things have changed. More data, more efficient data, more safety data, more patients dose, more programs initialized, more programs filing for IND, more programs getting submissions accepted by the FDA for their INDs, more public companies in CRISPR space, more awareness. Generally, everything has been trending upwards except the stock price, right? I think you and me, we all agree with this statement, right? The stock price for CRISPR Therapeutics, for companies like Beam Therapeutics, for even companies like Caribou Biosciences, who actually peaked really as they IPO'd late this summer. It was down well around its price of IPO earlier uh, this week, basically Monday, but clearly picked it up by 16%. Huge pickup, right? Huge pickup since then. But the point I'm trying to make here is that, we are still early here to make any sort of trending um, statement about the stock price. Unfortunately, the stock price is literally the only negative thing about CRISPR companies right now, in my opinion, specifically the companies I mentioned. And there are a couple of reasons why, right? You guys got to remember, stock price are affiliated with many factors in public markets, right? It's not just the company's performance, right? It's not just the company itself, right? Unfortunately or fortunately, there are other factors around it, just like every other company in the stock market, right? It's not just biotech companies, not just CRISPR companies, but for example, ongoing supply chain issues. Of course, there are going to be supply chain issues as you increase demand by printing money, but that's another topic for another day. But with supply chain issues, with risk and concern about treasury, bond yields, with of course the threat and emergence of the latest variant of you know what, the markets get affected, right? And these companies get their stock price affected. I think that's the biggest negative, I think, for most public markets investors, is that you're sometimes not even investing literally in the company, but rather sometimes in how does the macroeconomics, will react in a certain given period, right? Which is a little bit unfortunate because, you do all this research, all this homework about companies, about a sector, about a specific technology, and then as you get involved with it and you get your own hard-earned money invested in these some of these companies, what ends up happening is you have these variant that comes out. Legacy media freaks out, right? Legacy media does exactly that to get your eyeballs and your clicks so that they can get more ads on their platforms. But that's beside the point. And then you have, the governments, having full control, basically on fiat currency, which obviously is the whole statement there that, demand obviously increases as you print fiat and you hand them out to people or to businesses or to corporations. Um, and then you have, what we call, healthcare pandemic, whatever you want to call it. And you have all this FOMO, all this, well, I wouldn't say FOMO, it's more like FUD, right? FUD, fear, uncertainty, doubt, that any news is bad news at this point. Anything that comes out from legacy media about healthcare, about health, will be bad news. It'll be hit very hard. You know, you could be saying that, now there's a third booster shot and markets will be down, right? So it is what it is, it's the reality we live in. But I always want to reference you guys back. I always want to reference you guys back to the fundamentals. As you can see on the screen, things have changed for the better for CRISPR Therapeutics, for example, their partnership with Viasite in Canada, with Health Canada, which is the equivalent of FDA in US. Make no mistake, Health Canada is no joke in Canada, specifically in Canada, considering that healthcare is free in Canada. Just keep that in mind. And then you have all this additional data from CTI-001, more patient dose since earlier this year, since they peaked, CRISPR Therapeutics. So things have been going really well. And then you have statements like CRISPR Therapeutics, Dr. Sam, CEO of the company, mentioning that they have explored base editing, although they haven't officially released any programs on it, and TLA did, but they're looking into it. You have all these types of news, all these types of price action, and unfortunately, markets are still down. It is what it is. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Wanted to make a quick video here summarizing the price action today, what's going on in the macro economy. Let me know in the comments below. What do you guys think is happening? Are you guys okay with that? Are you guys expecting these types of price action? What do you guys expecting the most? And what are you guys excited the most? So thanks so much for watching, and we will see each other in the next video. Thank you so much. Thank you.